I need to ask you something, and I want you to answer it correctly and honestly. When was the first time you did something for yourself? Not for your job, not for your career, not for your relationship, not for others, just for yourself. And if you are taking more than 3 seconds, this video is for you. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. You are watching Kyra Diaries, and today we are going to talk about I wish someone had sat me down and said it at 22, but at 27 and 30, we are still learning and growing. So today we are going to talk about becoming, not a hustle culture, not a 5 a.m. routine that makes you miserable, but becoming a version of you that you love being, you love embodying that energy. So here's what I know about being a woman between 20 and 30. You are basically being pulled in so many directions, and like society starts telling you that get your career together, also settle down, be spontaneous, also travel and do your skincare, and yes, save your money, and don't forget to call your mother. And somewhere in the middle of noise you get lost. You present a version of you that was easy to handle for someone else, not dramatically but quietly. You started performing a version of you which was easier for everybody else to handle. Does this sound familiar? The first step isn't about building a new habit every single day. It's about being honest, being honest with yourself. The first thing is, who are you when no one is watching? So pull out your journal and your notepad, or sit with it and ask yourself, what part of me that I have been hiding? Write it down. So I want to talk about standards, because many of us have been lied about them. At some point of life, many of us have been taught directly or indirectly that wanting too much makes you difficult, and having high standards leads you to a miserable, alone, and ungrateful life. That's a lie. Your standards for a relationship, for your work, for your environment directly reflect how much you value yourself. Low standards doesn't make you easy to love, they makes you easy to take advantage of. And I say it gently because I accepted less than I deserve in for many years, in friendship, in relationship, because I told myself that wanting more being unrealistic. So this week I want you to identify one area where you are expecting less than you deserve and name it, and just imagine what it would look like if you hold a higher standard here. Habits that nobody talks about. Let's talk about one habit that changed my entire life more than any morning routine, any productivity podcast, or anything, is that finishing thing. Okay, let's talk about one habit that changed my entire life more than morning routine or any productivity book or anything. It sounds simple, but it's actually not. So we live in a world which is designed to give you dopamine before finishing anything. So you get the ideas, you get the excitement of starting things, then life happens and you get bored and you just try to find something else which can just bring you dopamine. It gets hard, it gets boring, and then you move on to the next new thing. Then you send a message to your subconscious that I'm the someone who doesn't follow through. And that message compounds, and you don't trust yourself, not your words, not your action, not your dreams, not your plan. Because you have broken so much promises to yourself too many times. So here's your challenge. Not huge, just small. Pick one thing that you've been putting off. Your any course, any creative work, or any conversation, and finish it this month. It will not change the world, but it will change how you see yourself. Let me tell you, protect your energy like it's asset. Let's talk about energy because nobody teaches us. Not in a school, not at home, but it's everything. Your energy is finite. Every relationship, every obligation, every content that you consume, either it's filling you up or it's draining you. There is no neutral. And the huge part of self development in your 20s and 30s is to ruthlessly be intentional about where you spend your energy. That means some people going to get less of you. That means your phone is on D&D more often. That's more than okay. Look at the last 2 weeks of your life and see in your commitment, in your relationship, in your work, and the content that you consume, and see what's training me that I keep allowing. You're not being selfish for protecting your energy. You are being strategic, that where you can give and where you cannot give. Because you, if you're running on low, you are not doing good to anybody, not even to yourself. Boundaries are not walls, they are door with lock. So let's move on to the version of you that's possible. But I want you to imagine with me, picture a version of you from 2 years now, that she is not perfect. She still has hard days, but she trusts in herself. She believes in her abilities. She walks into a room and doesn't apologize for taking up space. She has built something she is proud of, a career, a relationship, or a creative field that she always wanted to do. Not to impress anyone, but for herself, because she wanted to do. A sense of self that belongs to her. That's the version of you that starts showing up when you start asking for permission from others. Permission to take up space, permission to want more, permission to change, permission for everything. You don't need anyone to give you that permission. You are giving that permission to yourself right now, today. She is not who you are becoming, she is already who you are. You just have to be. So here's your quick recap. So get honest about who you've been performing versus who you actually are. Second, raise your standards and hold them. Start finishing things and rebuild your trust. Audit your energy and protect it. Give yourself permission, not when you're ready, but now, in this moment. So if this resonates with you, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, and drop a comment if you like it, because I read everything. So if you are new here, hit subscribe, because these kind of conversation we have every week. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself, because you deserve it.